Well, what we came here to do was to show how important it is to keep parks beautiful, and that's why we're having a priority parks programme, whereby we use some of the money from the Londoner to finance 40 green parks or green spaces around London that people think would be great to preserve and improve. And because the London boroughs often don't get enough money to do that, we're going to be financing some of that with the proceeds from the Londoner.
That's random.
I absolutely agree that we've got to reduce London's CO2 output, and we're bringing forward some practical measures to subsidise people's council tax rebates via the energy companies so they can install really good insulation. And that's where the big savings are to be won on CO2. But for millions of people, the environment isn't just about the science and CO2, it's also about the look and feel of our local neighbourhood. And that's why I want to do so much more for trees and for parks and for green spaces. There we go, yeah, pretty good. What we can do is some very practical measures to help people, like, for instance, why not have a recycle bank scheme, encourage the boroughs to incentivise people to recycle their waste, as they do in America, rather than fining them and clobbering them for failing to do so. One of the things I want to do is make sure our parks and our public spaces are as safe as they were when I was a kid growing up in Camden.
Recognise it.
39% of women say that they're scared in London parks. I want London parks to be safe and beautiful.
I think by coming to a place like this, planting trees, improving the hedgerows, actually improving people's direct environment, Boris is showing that his approach is different to the approach taken by the government and by Ken Livingstone, where it's all about carbon. Well, carbon's a big issue, but the environment's much more than that. It's about quality of life. It's about the environment we actually live in. It's about protecting our green spaces, improving our neighbourhoods. It's about the way buildings relate to one another, how people relate to one another. It's actually about the broader environment, and that's really what Boris's manifesto is all about. And I think it's very exciting, full of good stuff.